This is super good. The char siu is nice and tender, and there's a lot of flavor with the noodles. I think this is tossed with like a oyster sauce. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great today. And in today's food tour, we are gonna go and check out the Chinese Cultural Plaza in Honolulu's Chinatown. So the Chinese Cultural Plaza is basically a mini mall located on the edge of Honolulu's Chinatown, and there's a variety of restaurants and stores that you can go and check out. So make sure you stick around. So first off, with our Chinese Cultural Plaza food tour, we're gonna go and check out Royal Kitchen for their famous manapuas. All right, so I just got my manapuas from Royal Kitchen, so we're gonna go and find a spot to eat. So if you're not sure what manapuas are, manapuas is the local Hawaiian way of basically saying char siu bao or barbecue pork buns. So they're basically buns with barbecue pork in them, and very savory and very good. So if you're new to this channel, please do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button right now so you can get more videos just like this. Okay, so it's pretty hard to find a place to sit in the Chinese Cultural Plaza just because, you know, we're still in that whole pandemic thing and they're not letting anybody go and sit in any of the seats. Okay, so let's go and open up our box of manapuas. So this is the char siu bao, or the barbecue pork manapua from Royal Kitchen. And this is very nostalgic for me because ever since I was a kid, my mom would always come to Royal Kitchen to get me char siu baos from here. I remember once, when I was a kid, I ended up eating this little piece of paper that's stuck on the bottom. So make sure you go and you rip that paper off. So at Royal Kitchen, they only have baked manapuas and they don't have any steamed manapuas. But if you like steamed manapuas, check out my Chinatown video where I show you the best steamed and baked manapuas in Honolulu's Chinatown. But definitely go and check out Royal Kitchen too, because their manapuas are really, really good here. Okay, so let's take a bite. So the barbecue pork in here, it's nice and shredded up. So with the protein and the bread, it's around like a 50-50 mix of that. So, you know, some places that you go to, they give you way too much bread and not enough protein. I think this is just the right amount. So the barbecue pork filling in here has a sweet flavor to it. And I think it's sweeter than other places that you would go to. They also have a variety of different manapuas as well. They have Portuguese sausage manapua, lapchang manapua, they have chicken manapuas, and curry manapuas. I think they even have a vegetarian manapua, but I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on that. But what I find really interesting is one of the most popular manapuas they have is actually the hot dog manapua. I don't know what kind of hot dog they use for this, but it's really, really good. So if you go to any bakery in Chinatown, most of the times they're gonna sell out of the hot dogs first. I don't know why, but I don't know. This is just really good for some reason. So Royal Kitchen actually goes and sells char siu, roast pork, and roast duck by the pound as well. And they have a variety of different lunch entrees that you can choose from if you wanted to go and get, like, you know, the fried rice or the beef and broccoli. And they have some different types of dim sum as well. Right, we're done with our appetizers, so let's go on to the next place. Okay, so I'm gonna get the tossed noodles with the roast duck and char siu.
Roast duck and char siu tossed noodle,
Yes,
right?
yes. Okay, so the next place we're eating at is Hong Kong Noodle House. So at Hong Kong Noodle House, they specialize in Hong Kong style noodles. And today I ended up getting the tossed noodles with char siu and roast duck. So I've actually been coming to Hong Kong Noodle House since I was like in 6th grade actually. So this was like decades ago.
and they actually changed owners, but the food is exactly the same. And you know, like, this video is just bringing back a lot of memories for me. So I actually grew up in Chinatown, and I would always venture out to the Chinese Cultural Plaza to, you know, go, there's a stream right here, and my mom would take me to catch the crabs there, but we never ate the crabs. We would just go and release them because, you know, I don't know how dirty, I'm sure that stream is very dirty. But, you know, we'd also go to Royal Kitchen. My mom, like I said earlier, would go and get manapuas for me at Royal Kitchen, and I would come here with my friends to go and get our lunches. And, you know, the noodles are really, really good here. So I'm actually really excited to go and show you guys what I got. I'm actually really glad there's a place to sit down, because there is like really no place to sit in the Cultural Plaza. Okay, so I just got my char siu and roast pork right here. So this is tossed with the noodles, and it also goes and comes with a side of soup as well. So for me personally, I don't really care for my noodles inside my soup. I rather have them separate. That's just me. That's just one of my things, you know.
Okay, let's take a bite out of this. This is super good. The char siu is nice and tender, and there's a lot of flavor with the noodles. I think this is tossed with like a oyster sauce.
So you can pretty much get any combination of protein that you want with this, and they also have rice plates as well if you're not a big fan of the noodles. But I highly recommend you go and you try the dry noodles out, because this is pretty good. So if you've always had soup with your noodles, try it with the soup on the side.
All right, look at this roast duck right here. So let's go and take a bite out of this. Nice and juicy, and there's a good amount of meat on that piece that I got. I'm definitely not sharing this with my wife.
So let me know in the comments down below, where do you like to eat in the Chinese Cultural Plaza?
Man, the noodles were so good. They're pretty much done already. I should have ordered another serving of noodles.
Okay, so let's go and try some of this soup right here. So this soup, the base is some shrimp and fish, and there's some beans in here as well. That's what the owner told me. Okay, so I'm really full now, eating all of that and drinking this soup on top of it too. So let's go to our next place.
Hey! Yeah, man, that's like I was just, made some great recommendations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You know, just again, like I said, you just recognize me. Like, I think I know this guy. I've seen him.
You want to say hi to your wife and be on YouTube?
Oh, that's so funny. Hi, babe. Look who I saw. It's Charles.
I just bumped into one of my viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just here visiting for about a month or so.
Oh, nice.
Like I said, we're hitting up spots, and like I said, your recommendation.
Oh.
Sandy's got to get the char siu.
Gotta get the char siu.
Yeah, right
All
on.
right, thank you.
Okay,
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. You know what's one of the great things about making these YouTube videos is actually bumping into like a lot of you guys, you know? So a lot of you who watched my content and everything, thank you so much for coming up to me and saying hi. Like, I see you guys at the mall or the market and stuff like that. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so I just got my food from Season's Ice and Eatery, and we're gonna go back to the car right now. So I'll meet you back there. Okay, so we are back in the car, and this is what I got. So Season's Ice and Eatery is actually a Taiwanese restaurant, and I ended up getting a braised dish from them, and this is beef and tendon. So it's a beef and tendon braised dish, and I got a side order of rice with it. So let's go and take a bite out of this beef. It breaks apart in your mouth, and there's a very light shoyu sauce flavor to it. I'm not sure what this is. This might be like pork or something, like minced pork, but it's almost like a sauce that they put on top of this, and it's kind of on the tangy sour side, but man, this has a lot of flavor to it. Let's get some of that sauce with the tendon right here. The green onions on top of this, you know, everything works together to bring out the flavor in this dish. This is really good. Let me go get my rice. Here we go. So we got some of that beef right here, the braised beef, and we have the braised tendon. Let's get that perfect bite with the rice. Very good. It's a very light, this is a very light meal. So if you don't want to get weighed down, this is a good dish to get actually. Oh, that tendon is perfectly cooked. It's like eating gelatin. How many of you guys have had tendon before? I'm really interested to know if you had tendon before. So let me know down in the comments down below. You know, eating this, I actually feel kind of healthy. Seasons Ice and Eatery is actually known for more of their noodle dishes. But since I already had noodles at Hong Kong Noodle House, I wanted to go and try something a little bit different. All right, I'm so stuffed right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please do me a big favor, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos just like this. If you haven't started following me on Instagram, please do me a favor and follow me there, and then you can see more of what goes behind like making of these YouTube videos and just more of my personal life. But thank you so much. I really appreciate all of your support. I'll see all of you next week. Bye.
Oh, that's weird. You know how my camera was actually off and I'm eating and all of a sudden it turns on by itself. Scary. I won't turn it off.